Yo, what's up, everybody?
What's up?
It's your boy Blitz.
And I'll be your boy Blickety. Blickety, blickety, blur.
You forgot the other You alright?
Mm-hmm.
You're like surfing on crack for a second. Anyway, yo, welcome to a new episode of GCE Hots and Knots. Yo, in this episode, we cover the games for 2021 that we thought were the 3 hottest and the 3 worst in our... Nottest. Yeah, the 3 hottest and the 3 nottest. So our previous video, we did the 3 hots. This video, we're just doing the 3 knots. Now, gamers' discretion is advised. These are our personal opinions for the games that we played and how we felt about it. Our opinions may not be your opinions. You may have a different idea of these games and our list.
And donut-eating people like us have feelings. Not donut feelings, but feelings. We love donut feelings, too. But we have feelings, so please...
Pie feelings are good, too.
Be nice to us.
Like empanadas? Empanadas?
Yeah, empanadas are good. How about apple fritter?
Apple fritter. Apple fritter's not bad.
Yeah,
apple fritter's
make it hot with the ice cream on top of it.
Oh, what are you talking?
All
right, guys. Okay, so here's the list we're gonna do on knots. We're gonna go from number 3 on up to what was our number 1 worst game of the year for 2021. All right, and so starting off with number 3. Number 3 is going to be Back 4 Blood.
Yes.
So he's a little dramatic. So a lot of games last year, a lot of games we played, you know, trying to do a game channel and just in our own personal preference for games we want to play. Back 4 Blood was one of the betas that we jumped on to try to, and we did put out some footage for that for you guys to check out and everything. You know, jump back in the videos and look at it if you want, if you haven't played it already. It is on Game Pass, so you can get it for free. If you have Game Pass, you can jump on there and try it. So the premise of the game and what they was trying to do and ride off of,
I think Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead 2.
Same people.
Same people and everything. Was the premise of it was a good notion of what they were trying to do. They made a couple of upticks in graphics. Gameplay was pretty tight. You got the good weaponry and everything like that. You have some customizations that you can do, but it failed to capture all the nuances of Left 4 Dead 2, which is technically its spiritual successor. So this is technically part 3 in the franchise that it was doing. They changed it, multiplayer, everybody jump online, have a good time, have fun. But the characters, man, were bland.
Yeah.
The introduction of the cards was kind of unique, but then again it was like putting perks like in Call of Duty or something of that nature, but it really didn't hit like I think they wanted it to.
Nah, it was like you can get the corruption cards would beef up the zombie hordes, and then you can just get a bad set of corruption cards and just they'll decimate you. The beta was kind of easy, but when you got into the actual game, they like took the lowest level and made it really hard, so it was kind of hard.
Yeah, the nightmare level, they have a nightmare level on there that's just like so basically this game you get specialty bosses. There's like 15 different specialty bosses, so good hit on variety wise, but when you hit nightmare mode, it like drops like 5 or 6 of them like all around you and like in weird spawning places. It's like impossible for you to maneuver properly and everything like that. And then the interactions with the NPCs, the general and people like that. Number 1, they don't even look at you. They're just like strictly NPCs. Like, yes, we have to capture this area, and they don't even make eye contact with you. So it's just like a general thing they threw in there, just to move the story along.
It's like World War Z, but a generic version.
Yeah, which I played also. World War Z encampments where you can set up traps and stuff like that, and set up Gatling guns and different things of that nature, and everybody can kind of hold down different fronts was pretty cool, and you can do it in single player too. Was pretty cool. But if I would compare the two, World War Z to me was a funner game.
Yes. Don't get me wrong, we had fun with it when we played, but it had to go on a not list because it was naughty.
Yeah, it was naughty.
I mean, don't get me wrong, when you played with your friends, it was cool, but other than that, the story mode sucked. You know, the zombie variety, like you said, was was decent.
Yeah.
The Hag was nice.
Had some good guns in there, you know.
Yeah, it did. But otherwise than that, he's like, okay,
Well, remember when we first did the beta, we couldn't even figure out how to get into the to the gameplay itself. We just run around that little encampment like, excuse me, kind of new here. What am I supposed to do again? So that was that. Is it the worst game you ever played? Maybe not. Was it the worst game put out that year? Maybe not. But for us, it makes our bottom 3 of the for 2021 because we played it, and out of all the games we played, this was one of our 3rd least favorite. All right.
Makes me not want to play a zombie game.
Yeah, it's not a lot of good zombie games out there. It's been done to death. Resident Evil set the bar in a different way because it's an actual survival horror. But they took that genre, just flipped it to zombie survival kind of thing where it's just got tons of zombies coming at you. Even Call of Duty put an entrance in on every year. Red Dead Redemption even did it.
Yeah. Hold on, the one that Vanguard just put a zombie mode in theirs, a horde mode in theirs.
Yeah, so it's a popular genre, but it hasn't been done really well since the days of old. Since Left 4 Dead 2, I guess it's probably one of the better ones that did.
Yeah. All
right. So with that being said, that's our number 3 pick was Back 4 Blood. So now we're jumping on to number 2. Okay. So what's that? What was that about?
Number 2 should have been.
What?
Should have been something dope.
Yeah,
it should have captured the heart and minds of a certain group of people that love this franchise.
So number 2, we're talking about the infamous Dungeons and Dragons game that came out last year in 2021. And
right. Exactly.
So wait. So it took 4 of the main characters from the franchise. That's
like the set of cards different. I'm not a big Dungeons and Dragons guy, so so forgive us because we're not we don't know the lore, but I know for a fact all 4 of those characters are some of the beloved characters.
Major players.
And they put them in this game, and they didn't do near one of those characters justice.
Well, it had some tightness to it. There was some customization. There was a good skill tree.
You could never get good armor. Come on, man. The armor looked trash.
Yeah. It was some trash moments in there. You look like a crackhead wood elf.
Yeah, you remember you would sit up here like this? For a whole 10 minutes, he like this.
Oh God, I'm stuck in the air. You see this? Look at me. Can you see me?
You look like you twinkle toes.
I can still. I'm gonna see if I can hit with a move. Have no fear. I can't get out of it. I can't get out of it, bro.
Oh, we got somebody missing.
Dude, stop. I can pick up stuff. Come on, man. You gotta be kidding me, Blur.
Sure. Kidding.
Major things in Dungeons and Dragons were the glitches. It was a lot of glitches. There were some moments in there with gameplay like, oh man, come on, let's go. This is cool. And then immediately after, it was like, man, this sucks, man. Come on, man.
It was too easy. The bosses were too easy. The story, and don't get me wrong, dungeon crawlers I can deal with, but a dungeon crawler without a good story, without good characters, because when you look at listen, when you look at the CGI, the beginning, and you see the dwarfs, treasure, and he goes over there, and they're fighting, they're looking for him, and then he busts out and kills the dragon. He's like, okay, this look like, and then you get in there, and it's nothing like that. It's like
it had some very interesting parts to it. Had some it was linear. It had like a couple of slightly different ways you can take in. It wasn't completely unenjoyable.
It was fun when we were together, but when you played it solo, it sucked. When you played it by yourself, it sucked. When we played it together, we had fun because it was just the stupid things, the glitches, and the little guys just sitting there just staring at you while you beat them in the head. Boop, boop.
Yeah, the guys in there kind of made me think of the little minions on Halo that made up the little funny comments.
Yeah,
They're like, why is everybody running? What's going on? Why is everybody? Oh God, why you y'all tell me? You know, kind of thing on Halo, but it wasn't quite like that. I mean, it had some good points where
CGI was
enjoyable.
CGI was good.
But overall, I think it was a big miss with the glitches.
It was a miss. I'd have rather for them just taking one of those heroes and put them on an epic journey.
Yeah,
and
some of the moves is pretty.
I didn't like them.
It was pretty complicated.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah, for us, out of 2021. That was the second worst game that we played.
Yeah. And we had high hopes for it.
We did. We was excited about it. It had a fair price about it, and started off real good, but it lost momentum. It became kind of monotonous. The different players had the same path, kind of thing again.
Yeah.
And it was the level of hardness of the complexity of it was raised a little bit, but you get the archer girl and. I don't know, man. She was when I had her, and that was one of my favorite characters to use. She was getting whooped. They were just like eating her arrows like it was nothing to them. My boy Wolf
Guard, I think.
Wolf Guard with the giant
hammer.
Giant hammer. I mean, that dude was like. I mean, once you get that that little combo together,
it was good.
That dude was punishing people.
It's just, and then the graphics. I mean, the dungeons weren't that. It didn't look that good.
Yeah, Wolfguard and the Elf were the only like real main.
Yeah, it didn't look that good. I think they missed on the graphics. The dungeons just looked shiny, like they had like somebody just spread oil all over the dungeon. It was just shiny.
Yeah. It's not a horrible game. So
no, it's a horrible game.
It's I wouldn't say horrible. Our number one, the one that took the number one spot is
that's horrible.
Is a very bad, very rough game. But that one hit our number 2 spot because of its lack of
fun,
lack of pull, lack of story, lack of character development.
No character development.
No character development. Lack of story, lack of gameplay.
Because if you didn't know those characters, like I didn't really know those characters. A friend of mine, Don, knows about that more than us, and he was telling me about the characters, and I looked them up. But if you didn't know nothing about the character, there was no character development. It's like, oh, okay. I'm an elf. I'm an ashen elf.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those games where it drops in. It was just made for you. Hey, jump online with your friends and play in the world of Dungeons and Dragons.
I didn't even feel like I was in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
I feel like I was in like, you know, when you get frosted flakes and then they get flakes of frost.
Yeah. Frosted wheat. Frosted wheat sheets.
Yeah. That's
probably real cereal, actually.
So that's number 2.
So they got our number 2. So now for this last entry.
Listen, before we even say that, we had such high hopes.
Yep. Make sure you guys like and subscribe.
Yes.
To the page. You guys rock with us as we going through our hits and misses
let me
for
take
2021. He's getting himself together mentally and physically prepared.
Because we really had...
So you like, subscribe, and share.
High hopes for this game. And when I mean high hopes, it was like...
We even did promos for it.
You know that song, High Hopes? High Hopes.
We did promos for it and everything. Yo, we gonna play this game coming up on our segment called GCE Next. We talk about the next games we're gonna play. We were so excited. So we're talking about our number 1 entry for the worst game we played in 2021 is none other than Werewolf the Apocalypse. So this game missed on so many points. Now, as far as their PR team, as far as advertising and the hype for the game, bravo. Actual gameplay, game development, story arc, character development.
Gameplay.
So this
only game I knew that had Ric Flair in it.
Yeah. You see, we check out our videos. One of our second or third videos of the channel or something to that nature. We were so excited about it. But look, we played this on the PS5 and
computer
and the PC, and the premise of this game and what was available
within their lore
that you could do and should be able to do, the transformations, the different attack patterns within each different transformation. It's like Dragon Ball Z, Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2 kind of thing. And you can actually change and fight in those different modes depending on what you had to do. The premise of that was awesome, but the gameplay of it, it felt like PS3-ish, I think was our final verdict on it.
PS2-ish.
It felt PS3-ish. So one of the main problems, and I'm not going to harp on this because mad props to these guys that develop these games and do this work and hire the actors and write the screenplays and do the animation and everything. Mad props to you guys. But putting your hideout right next to the enemy facility within walking distance with guards walking the perimeter who can look up and be like,
"That's a werewolf."
Why is that a werewolf in that game? Yo, we got South Fence B area. There's a giant cave with a bunch of werewolves in it. I mean,
not just that. Okay, you go to this place, and even though you're this bad werewolf guy with a tank top on.
No, he had a vest. It was a
vest. Okay.
It was a vest. With the
they go in there. They get in the hideout. You see all these guns. You see AK-47s. You see grenades. You're like, I'm like, oh, we gonna get it down.
Got some shotties. Let's get up in.
No,
what you walk out with?
A crossbow with only 3. Count them. 1, 2, 3 bolts.
Now the game has its stealth elements and
that's up too. That's up too.
But some of the major stealth characters in the entire game franchise is going to be Solid Snake, and he had a plethora of weapons. And then you had my boy from Splinter Cell.
What was his name? I can't think of his name right now.
Fisher.
Yeah,
Sam Fisher.
Yep.
Yeah, Sam Fisher. Two of the deadliest dudes, two of the best dudes in stealth, had a full arsenal. You up in that joker with some Altoids breath mints and some doggy treats, some Scooby snacks, and a daggone crossbow that only shoot 3 arrows.
And then the dog, you could transform to the dog to sneak in. I think you should have been able to attack people.
Where'd your crossbow go?
Right.
Where's your crossbow? You should have turned to a dog.
You should have been able to bite somebody's throat out. I think that what they wanted you to do was berserk out and become the big werewolf, but after you've done that once or twice, it got boring.
It made you fight the enemy types. They wanted to kind of make it even, like you're this big powerful beast, but they got all these mechanized robots and there's 50 of them against you and they shoot you from all angles, so you really got to fight your way through.
And then silver bullets will do this.
And that was interesting, and that was interesting in the fact they try to make it challenging for you. But give me a sniper, give me a silenced pistol at least.
Yeah.
You know, because the dudes you fighting dropping guns all over the place, rocket launchers and everything.
You can't touch nothing.
You don't pick any of it up.
And then on second, they didn't really build off on the Gaia aspect where they talk about the spiritual things. I think they really could have did a lot with that.
Oh yeah, the lore of it
was
when you was in that little camp and found a tree and then walk across the street to the enemy facility.
Yeah, so I think they missed a whole. I mean, this was the chance for the werewolf to get some love. Cause you get vampires.
Vampires got all the
you get all that. They get all of that.
Legacy of Cain.
Yeah, this is the werewolf.
Line.
The werewolf love, and there was nothing there. It was like
there's a whole mythos with that world, including vampires, werewolves, and Gaia, Mother Earth, and everything. And think back to the trailers that you saw, the CGI trailers that you saw for this game, and then when you get into the actual game, it's nothing like that.
And they could have built off a lot of premises. You found little spirits where you was going. I just think they messed up on the stealth. I think the wolf should have. I think it should have been a hybrid thing where you could turn into it, do some damage, turn back, sneak around. It was a kind of up high. You had a lot of it was up, then it come down.
Yeah,
To me it was just bad.
It had a lot of good elements, but they were just underdeveloped.
Way underdeveloped. I mean, really, the lore. If they would have just stuck with the lore aspect,
the wolf out mode,
I loved it.
And you can wolf out in 3 different modes and all that stuff. But the man mode, for you to be some kind of urban assassin or elitist or
He was a punk.
soldier warrior kind of dude. You walk around with a crossbow.
Everything was built for you just to wolf out.
It made you wolf out.
That's it.
It forced you to wolf out.
That's it. That's it. I mean, even when you try to sneak past certain things, it was like they didn't even have thought of the guards and the patterns. I mean, it's like,
Yeah, you had to watch that and then wolf and do it, and you know it was interesting the first couple of times, but then the gameplay was just like, dude was useless in human mode.
The daughter was stupid. Ric Flair was stupid.
Yeah, the Ric Flair dude looked like Ric Flair after a car accident.
Yeah. So that's the worst game of 2021.
Sorry, Werewolf the Apocalypse. You
suck.
You put a bad taste in our mouth. You don't suck, but developers, those of you who developed the game, worked on it. Go back to the drawing board. You got a good basis there.
Look, erase everything and start over again and do it over. Because we want a werewolf game. We want something that's going to rival its vampire counterparts.
Now, mind you, this came out on a PS5.
And it still didn't look that good.
PS5. Looking like it was ported over. Was
it a PS5?
Remember, I played on PS5, remember?
Oh, yes.
It was on PS4 and PS5. Yeah. No, it might have just been PS5 if I'm not mistaken. And we played it on PS5. It looks like PS3.
Yeah.
So, big swing and a miss.
I mean, just not one miss. You struck out on this. So, hey, that's our...
Stop being so mean.
I'm not, because, man, this was the time for Werewolf to get the love.
We paid full price for that. I got the deluxe edition, too.
Me too. I got the little spirit thing for you could change the color. Oh, I was mad I spent that. Oh.
Yeah, you can change the color of your...
And see, this is the thing. And this is the thing. This is where we say, and I'm going to harp on this, Kena Bridge of Spirits to be a AA game.
So this was a AA game with a AAA price.
Yes. Kena was
the opposite.
A AA.
It was a
to me, it was a AAA game, but it was a AA game with a AA game price.
Yeah, but you got a AAA game out.
Yeah, to me. So this is our knots. And again, you might not agree. You might like everyone. I doubt if you like Werewolf Apocalypse, though. Yeah. I doubt that.
Yeah, if that's one of your favorite games of last year, hit us in comment lines so we can find out where you live and take you to an exorcist or something because something's wrong with you.
Yes. This was the big break the werewolves needed. And
yeah, I was really hoping for a big werewolf game.
And guess what?
Big budget werewolf game.
And they
we're still waiting for it.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Anything else?
That's it, guys. Hey, make sure you guys go and check us out on TikTok at game_changers_ENT. See some behind the scenes shenanigans of your boy Blitz&Blurr.
And do us a favor, please subscribe to the channel.
Yes.
Give us a thumbs up and share this video with somebody you think that would love to see two good friends go at it and have fun.
That's it. That's what we do. So, yo, without further ado,
this is your boy, Blur.
This is your boy, Blitz.
And we will GCE you what? Later.
See, everybody, hit us in the comments if you agree or disagree, or if you just got a good recipe for apple turnovers or something.
Or what do you think was the worst game of the year? Or your three
What are your
knots.
3 hots and your 3 knots? You know what I'm saying?
All right. Peace.
See, everybody.
Whoop. That's the sound of the police.
So, during our gameplay, we kind of cracked some jokes about it.
Yeah, we did.
I got the top 5 jokes about Rodko, the dude that looks like Ric Flair. All right?
Okay, it's my responsibility. And how long will it take for you to get better? Days? Weeks?
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
Right, y'all ready? All right, number 1. Rodko looks like a young Ric Flair after a Mortal Kombat tournament.
You're stupid.
That's that one, right?
Okay.
Number 2.
Go ahead.
He like a shipwrecked George Washington pirate.
I'm done, dude. I can't mess.
George Washington was a pirate. He was shipwrecked.
I got you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, next we got Doc from Back to the Future after a gamma radiation accident.
Yeah.
It's like a slight Hulk out kind of thing.
I can see it.
All right,
go on.
All right, then number 4, we got a college professor after a weekend fight club.
Okay. Yes, you do. Because his pants at the bottom is all ripped up.
Last but not least, we got a post-apocalyptic Benjamin Franklin.
You're stupid, dude.
And those are our top 5 jokes about Rodko from Werewolf Apocalypse.